This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Chain komo me de to manim say ebenya lawyer Kakra Essamuah ofia ha nyame adom odena bedu lawyer mema wo achi ema wakwaba
inia
na ho te say
medase pi nyame nam dum ti
bibia boko
kakra
bibia boko
nyo
okay ni edi nkomo be meti wadwen kire kakra on these forms sale of forms for security agencies ebi mo raise concerns say okopa adwuma ma obi nipa no ofi oni adwuma ye kra enso koto form office ene kwan so do no
maraba na mreti kakra wo maka na mo na aden eminyimide adwenkyerɛ wo echi ankrofo kasa onye de what the Essamuah Ukurukan 2016 the NPP won the power ubi into ahwe into ono ho ebufu no what the asma working but other than that, and even before now, that was what was happening.
Okay.
Now, it's unfortunate. Now, it's just unfortunate.
It's just unfortunate.
Yes.
Okay. Kakra Essamuah and an opinion in the chain komo hanamo. Yen chance and free a minimum. What's your general impression of governance? Se asa ne yako any o minor send yesiko.
But that's what for the Oman here.
Oman here Dubuachi.
Oman here Dubuachi.
That's right.
What do you need?
A depa.
Maraba Sunda American, some of the telephone messages were getting. If you come as one of the movies who come as in if you come as say. The fans who watch us, I say, Oman, my I didn't. Now, ordinary people know academy. You me a lawyer. You be a wugum, also one tonadi. Obi o chirade nisika nkugum obi o to office at the end of the month nisika nson no orka emi is the basa na maka yananko emara as a politician. I'm extremely disappointed by the performance of Nana Akufo-Addo.
Extremely
menyi sha so emi na mo MPP na NDC enti menyi Yemindama na yarko ya J.F. Rollins war. Free speech, independent institutions, effective economy, political stability, respectable, predictable judiciary. And some American Kenya no ambition. Nana Akufo-Addo be the president. Ni na wayo.
Free speech aya.
On your way. In the sense that I can't speak or you can't speak. Why you? In the sense that there's too much heavy-handedness from the government when it comes to opposing speeches.
Or be any divergent opinion is attacked.
Where is Ahmed Swale? Where is Kaka Ibrahim? Mongoda and
yeah, go to you didn't come.
People speak. Many Kasa de Mikadago, NDC. Here, radio stations. P now what to do? Say I can a CDD for survey away.
Yeah.
The greatest worry of most Ghanaians, unemployment.
Yeah.
Much of it was created by Akufo-Addo. Banks were good with 21 billion. When with only 9 billion, he could have saved them.
When you say 9 billion, we'll get to that. I really need that understanding because
radio stations, they were employing human beings. I want to minimum one more sakura addition we had him. And you say, where do you say, wow?
I have a lot of dependence.
Thank you very much. And all you who there, what kind of employment was now, these things, you see, not a KBB. Mama Castro, I hope it doesn't take too much of my time. KCBC was a Tesho Salabadi. Manibi. Nana, Obia, he was always drinking. Na that clock of an assistant about only that grotto to Obubu from well. Was charged with murder. Where your process is to go to High Court. Afraid, certain isn't that Justice Afraid. Enjoy was Supreme Court. Friend Moko. Fine, nice gentleman. On no education. 5 years of case. man na accused person na such as what he chiwo hey it's after one show you second day where you build third day no they made even more noise now after from one chambers no said what is happening no say he knew bc and obutuma will build he being or why you remember on me into young pen won't try. After I told the attorney general to withdraw the case, it was withdrawn. But I can't say some do.
Oh, can't say.
There sometimes you look at a larger interest. Banks here, how many people am I going to throw into the streets? How many more who are not directly involved in the banks may it also be involved?
The government says he saved 4.1 million depositors. That's against about 20,000
between me and you. At least you're Ghana. I said the depositors won't complain. I mean, you Ghana.
But the depositors went to bank and no,
you see, a teacher for. When you abanya Essamuah Ndc, lecturers, we all hear these things. Where were the depositors complaining? Where did you hear them?
Maybe buying the cars over to your Mokantin or Man Kasapi.
They told them that they will pay only after they have complained. Complaining so that Tibia.
Medium radio so they no you made they were complaining
to you.
Yes, they
walk
however,
but for me that is not the issue. What I was saying was that they used 21 billion when we
to collapse
the banks. With 9 billion, they could have saved the banks. That's all I was saying.
Kakra Essamuah, they raised this concern. Said they gave 600 million for liquidity support to some of the banks. It ended up in estates and some even open banks abroad.
So who are you blaming? Me?
So definitely the Bank of Ghana, the supervisors.
Whatever. Where are they? Are they in court? No. Has any been convicted?
No.
Ghana court, send me a lawyer. And someone called court in the past several years. Oh, Papa. The murders that have taken place that have political connotation. Where you see practically nothing being done. Nana, what am I here? Oh, must be nipa. Yet, Ghana, Yara, near to the Papi George Floyd.
Yeah.
Wabuchi. No, oh, yeah, we are the Anamabua. That didn't happen in May last year.
He was 1 year crack.
Before 1 year. He was convicted in April 20th. I remember because the next day was my birthday.
They've jailed him.
Do you know the class of murders that have occurred in this country? Some 5, some 6 years. And nobody seems to think that it is necessary to clean the stables. Oh, yeah, and I'm because I die a Kufa Emi, or a lawyer, must be a lawyer, didn't be. Or could you watch a suit? Most match a suit, yeah, but I mean, I feel very ashamed. If you're all being massive, what is the meaning of this?
Said Nipe Wuna.
Look at what happened during the elections.
Nipa 8.
Akufo-Addo doesn't mind that he's walking over the dead bodies of 8 persons to become president. He doesn't mind.
Is that the case?
Well, if he minds, you and I will know the state of the cases. Says America say, Saturday teaching man who was the Gofubi Court. What is the Attorney General doing? The lives of those people, they don't matter. 1982, Moha, 3 judges and ex-army officer. Yeah. You should be, as I said, lose this name the other side.
So the lawyers say never again.
Thank you very much.
The matters.
Where's his status? I'm on.
The matters.
What friend then?
Jubilee.
Supreme Court in Egypt.
Yeah.
I'm asking you, heart to heart. Just a Sarkodie, Mukune, or any passing, I'm in Australia. so heart to heart. When we cried, you think his people are not crying? Maybe so.
Me too.
Oh, you person Ahmed Swali. Why is Akufo-Addo quiet?
Abongo Chapa meted you nunum, yene lawyer Kakra Essamuah and Ajachinkomo Fia. Now let's look at it. In general terms, you would who say Amemono and Koseni Ope. People have raised concern. Essamuah Paul, one of MPP NDC MPs. Essamuah Paul. Or say Abino or Supreme Court say with immediate effect Supreme Court and declare one more you know. DC is now that's so as acting no because on declare say very illegal. Now you free what do you make of it? You're a lawyer.
As I'm no or court is mean to count the merits or the demerits.
Yes,
but I can assure you that Marasumasum Metsede Nanobi Buain, Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, or there's nothing in the Constitution that says that President, Ubedi President, or appoint MMDCs as quickly as possible.
Okay.
But at least watch won't show you. As I wish since 92.
Effect.
Yes, as I wish since 92. And I'm yeah. Now you see, it's my shots now make there at that Akufo-Addo your own. Because all your politics actually. These are routine things. So much as I brown on the beer. Also, more quickly see agenda 111. You understand? Or the architect, so source in the bar, architect, or the actual land. That is a little bit difficult. But things that others have done so routinely.
You can also follow suit.
Easily. You pay your people, ma. What to be the district chief executive? And I am a chief executive. You pay him.
But the MPP, they have the men. That's what they tell us. So I think probably we can't read the mind of the president as at now because
we will not be able.
A lot of people are complaining with respect.
Yeah, you don't know his mind, but you are entitled to have an opinion on his conduct.
That is positive.
You are entitled to have an opinion on his conduct.
Almost 3.5 years.
My Bombay don't rent up. Then I mean, my home. Now, beginning to them.
Not just a 2024. Why is it that NDC as a party, you're so cocksure you're coming to power? I didn't try. Hey, then I'm home.
Namu come when Jim now 20 na
oh no so Kakra Mamina if you highest because
after every second term victory we do have certain pressures, and I'll tell you what I mean by certain pressures. The incumbent government does not start campaigning, neither does opposition anyway. You settle down in a year to be at the third year. Now we'll select one candidate into campaign answer. This one, even before the swearing in, posters appeared on Pokwasi interchange already. No we Mara meti I blame my friend, I blame Kumantima being you be. But we break the 8.
There's NP before now kind of started on campaign.
Thank you very much. I felt that extremely insulting. Yeah, to Abamo. There 4 years. I ain't doing Ada 4 years ago. I region Ada after 4 years. Obi Bayam. It's a Akufo-Addo regime in terms of I don't like it. I'm telling you. My opinion, Kakra, I know the things that happen in this country. When you make peaceful change impossible, President Kennedy did not come to how did he end that quotation?
Help me, I'm not privy to that.
When you make peaceful change impossible, violent change becomes inevitable.
When you make
peaceful change. Since 92, as I can see, you are in Yabo from PP. There have been agitations about even the Constitution.
Yeah.
Oh, whenever did you see a large group of persons saying that the constitution should be changed
this year.
Thank you. Why under Akufo-Addo? Bibi awayenta.
Fix the country, change the.
Thank you very much. I see. Oh, you know. Yes. Why didn't they do this in John Mahama's time, or Professor Mills, or Mr. Kufuor's time?
Probably because Article 71 holders, not a mayor so loud. Emma Ghana for
Article 71
holders. Article 71 holders are deal with and I confirm some can see when
that's not correct. Article 71 holders only every time they are around the exit of an old one and the entry of a new one. There's a lot of controversy here and there. So that controversy is not really new, apart from the point that the outgoing commission that did the emoluments,
the last one,
they apparently proposed that certain first ladies should be given salaries. I don't know that's yes, but I'm telling you that was even before then. People were incompetence, uselessness
on the part of
the president. Under this constitution, the government is the president. I hope you recognize that.
Yes.
Indeed, if you shoot the president, apart from mere murder, you have committed treason.
Straight away.
Because you have overthrown the government.
Yeah.
And the type of system we use, if you have a leader who does not know what to do, who does not know what he has to do, etc., a lot of waywardness will set in.
Okay, he does not know what to do. I mean to us. He's the president. He's moving here and there, directing affairs.
Yeah, like what? Maybe like no one ever said the MMDC said no ever said the question. What happened to you?
He doesn't know what to do because he's not.
What happened to you? He has not even. He hasn't finished even assembling the boards of directors.
Who say or more in
why did it take him so long after having one term already? What was the difficulty? And these things have impact on governance. I'm sure you do. A doctor why exams all the way here so that they can practice because medical and dental council has not been formed.
Yeah.
Akufo-Addo is telling me that he doesn't know this. Is that what he's telling me? Or he hasn't got advisors who tell him that, hey, oh, he will be in the career. That's what I'm going to say. How many people like that who tell him that? Why has he not taken any action? As I said, I'm entitled to form an opinion based on these facts.
Yeah.
And I am totally disappointed in him. Into yeah, and try and if you on here.
About on grab how much me know. Yeah, move to another sect with respect to NDC proposals are omode akwakoto electoral commission enim. Na omo ensem no mo kana me bosu tia wana ma Kakra Essamuah. I say they provide for prior parliamentary approval for appointment of EC members, repeal the requirement for the consent of the AG to be given before the prosecution of electoral officers. Specially designated courts should be appointed exclusively for electoral disputes and offences before, during and after registration of voters and elections. EC should be allowed by law to apply to the court to remove names of deceased and other unqualified persons from the provisional register when informed by the relevant authorities. Ghana Broadcasting Company should be made to comply with the Supreme Court decision for it to provide equal access to all political parties. IPAC should be backed by legislation through an amendment to the Electoral Commission Act 1993, Act 451, which should spell out its composition and functions. Spell out by law the security responsibility of the EC. Legislation should bind the chairperson of the EC as a returning officer of the presidential election to afford the agents of the participating political parties and candidates full participation in the collation of the presidential election results at the Electoral Commission's National Collation Center. EC must by law be made a mandatory party to all parliamentary election petitions, such as is the case of presidential election petitions. Split the EC into two separate bodies. Let's do with the first 10. But make sure say if you Dentina Mufi said electoral commissioner be uncle parliament na you got to nano and Sunday, you know. Abra, Ebia, in accordance
that's what I can matter. Now, I wish that you had limited it to only 1 or 2. I'm using common. I would see him. What I say, I can't be the man. No, I know Abu with him. But never mind. Now, like we'll deal with that one.
Yeah, and say, you better we. Now, for you share the split of the electoral commission or the
Okay. Share. Say, Aku school, Aku in Kakra. One of the things you learn, if you learn what we call company law and commercial law, one of the main characteristics of a company is the concept of perpetual succession. Make sure that's that.
Perpetual succession, yes.
So, was a sa ni power top lupa up to the
it becomes
now we apply that concept to some institutions of state.
Yeah.
One is the presidency, another is the electoral commissioner or electoral commission. So, in the electoral commission, when you are in government, you love it, but when you are in opposition, you oppose it. That statement is generally true, but not completely true. And I will explain. Background and by this particular electoral commission, about 3 or 4 were appointed by Akufo-Addo in highly controversial circumstances. Since 92, no chairman of an electoral commission has ever been impeached. Yeah. Akufo-Addo succeeded in doing that. And it's an interesting world because Charlotte Osei actually called the election for Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
But Osesan. Now, when you do that, you create a certain atmosphere.
And you want to say, Nanado necessary, Charlotte Osei.
Oh, they were saying, I beg you. They were saying it even before the elections. I'm sure I'm sure you heard.
Now you're also saying same. Have
you heard it from me? I'm here officially.
Okay. but the deputy secretary of NDC is an agent of the party.
Okay.
It is all. I
am here.
He's speaking for the party.
I am here.
Anyway.
What kind of now there are certain things you don't do because of the wider national interest.
Okay.
When she was there and you saw her as an opponent or an enemy or an adversary, she declared the election results for you. And so you see, the way to judge the situation was if she had stayed and those of us in the opposition had opposed her. Thank you.
Thank
you.
You've got to 2020.
Yes. Nefi NDC for Charlotte say
and now what time?
Thank you. Then the argument will be whole and complete. But once Akufo-Addo changed the composition, change 3 or 4. Also some Charlotte was saying Nefi Asaman menu to also. In that case, that old theory, and some idea a man it doesn't hold anymore.
Okay.
Because the situation on the ground has been dramatically changed. That's number one. Because of that, there's this tension between NDC, electoral commission, yes, okay. The way to improve confidence in the appointment process. But even before I go on, don't ever forget that John Mahama, when he selected Charlotte Osei, he was taken to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, by Richard Kai.
When he selected Supreme Court judges, he was taken to the Supreme Court. When he pardoned the Muntie 3, he was taken. John Mahama, those who supported the Akufo-Addo took him to court. But let me come back to the point I want to make. So was selecting. Now, woman parliamentary approval now was when as high as 2/3. Then we believe that confidence will be brought back into the system. But the master here it's an interesting point.
Mon can say because of Mami went in Amoka.
Mami, no, Constitutional Commission, Review Commissioner, Professor Mills was setting up.
Yeah, 2010.
This particular proposal is in it.
Constitutional Commissioner.
Yes.
the late president almost
exactly.
I beto hono.
Thank you.
Omo recommend say
yes.
In the next EBM say electoral commission chair.
Yes.
Yemani ko jinamra shebe fena petty committee toto na no.
And the member of that commission was who?
Ewo Jane Mensa.
Yes.
No ka ho.
Yes. Porto yanko the next one do.
Okay, you share the split. Then Tinamo, what is the brain behind say? Yema electoral commission no fambi ensha abato na ba so share political parties no.
As my kind the political parties as to whether they satisfy the Mbranum also or they this a office or districts a certain number of districts. The major man or you also you juma for fra
submission of accounts and all that.
It's just one from another group so that electoral commission if you the best seen on your abato, which is also a very difficult enterprise. And we are just trying to make their work easy. Yeah, they be a champion after all. If it is done, they will be paid with our taxes. So we just want to make their work easy, and so that also we know who is actually qualified to become a political party and who is not.
Okay.
Because we have suspicions about a few things.
All right.
Now, make sure the confidence will be regenerated into the system.
Mami ko commercial break ba me ba ye be hwe we no ade we so hia pa say was say ye share electoral commission mremu na parliamentary bia obi be challenge wo court no ye de ne ka ho ebi mu fi say ene ahwe abato no kra no ye nya ntonwie ye dane ye ho afa dwade nkrato aba ye ba. I've been having a discussion with lawyer Kakra Essamuah, Director of Communication NDC. Stay with us. We'll be back after this commercial. And at 93.3 Kumasi, we are live on Facebook this morning. My special guest is lawyer Kakra Essamuah, Director of Communication NDC. In the studio, it's been wonderful. I want to believe the next 11 minutes when we wrap up, we have one or two. But you didn't come on the issue of, say, electoral commission. Emra Eshanona say, the parliamentary issue be court wa ye fanning kamo if I say be di 20 no more cases are court electoral commission you be kwa kujina
o man the mazi na yere kan the me nhya ya jabe the electoral commission on dwene ho na on adopt can't on dwene ho no adopt it's from my own experiences sakaya ya ja asam no ko Supreme Court yes electoral commission on matina witness box no canasam. He should just tell us how the results were collected and announced. Masa Supreme Court so can final and amobua now I am so it leaves a sour taste on me most of I cannot fancy
it's a yi bonyo wo num
that's I say what will happen it's yeah arrangement so that my friend which constituency is this one? Okay, quiz out.
Recorded
constituency. I think it's this part of
okay.
My friend, that there's a problem. So, number the court, the Essamuah he did not actually win the election. All that we need to do is to tell the electoral commission. You join him, and then first application by the petitioner, electoral commission. You just tell us the result that he declared. Obey my son a content. Do you think if that had happened at the Supreme Court in Joba Chaldema?
Electoral Commission be
oh yes, in fact, right from the beginning, the Supreme Court judges make an order. Come, I want Supreme Court. They make their own rules. Come, tell us exactly what you did. And then we make a decision. That case will have actually 2 weeks. It is also intended to facilitate speedy and expeditious trials.
Okay.
And promote confidence in the work of the electoral commission. Oh, I think about no, I so no, I am here democracy with tumpon.
CDD for say more people's manifesto. No, it didn't shake a kufuado. Or more post-election survey findings. No, almost say antimi and shaky. Yet here. NDC 2020 so you listen to the people and the people give you what you should tell Ghanaians and talk to them. Then anti-man shaky and another winner.
The main question is the me answer I remember na me nyu unuanom na we mu anyu create nkomo. CDD survey. I have some question of that to Ghana if you don't know. Let me shift a little bit. What's the percentage? 62%. They don't trust Akufo-Addo on corruption.
So only GDA so obetumi akon.
When was the survey conducted?
After elections.
Post. The man asked me as leader. The man won an election less than a year ago.
Necessary.
And then those who voted for him, 62% of us, we say you can't do the job. What does that tell you? Does it not even raise questions about the veracity of the results? Because why should they be saying, why should as many as 62%? Not 30% too. 30% of this is one penasana. That's not gonna say.
The MPP is saying 21% said nothing has changed with corruption. That CDD, they find fault with CDD. I am telling you,
those I am telling you that figure 62% is high enough to raise suspicions about the veracity of the election results.
The American just almost just say 62%, you know, a portion of 21% of it. 21%, which is 41% said they don't trust Akufo-Addo to fight corruption. But 21% that said nothing has changed, they remain sort of anonymous. No, almost they know I can come 41%.
What's on that?
And I'm gonna create 62. You know,
it's like fighting a champion in a boxing match. If you don't win, you have lost.
Okay.
And it does not matter if it is a drawn game. I hope you get the point. Yes, there's no difference. He's making a difference that establishes no distinction at all.
Okay. I tell you. It's only who say 62% of Ghanaians after elections 2004 as sample size.
Only 1 year.
Eka say omuni GDA so bet
you should be worried.
Not just say yen kosha about 1 year 2 year ni bi.
I'm just saying that it raises questions about
questions.
No, you can't go back. I then we declare results. I have to make this quite clear.
Okay.
We declare results.
Okay.
Supreme Court Ajatu. Yes, we Ajatu.
Okay.
Even though we disagree with it, you understand? And as matters stand right now, Ajatu. But I'm just telling you
so
that yes, come on.
And Chomagini is CBB. So
thank you.
Okay. And then you say People's Manifesto, Anti-Mian Sheki Ghana. Na Akufo-Addo because yenye People's Manifesto there and no
only the makanda masam na makan
say
the nipa 62% with FIFA. Is it the same people who are not shaking by the People's Manifesto? But that is not all. Them survey no suma I don't how Ghana full power anybody unemployment.
Yes, 82%.
Did you notice that
82%?
Yes. I think that unemployment is a very serious situation.
And only number one.
Here comes a manifesto of friend.
Jobs and prosperity. Jobs and prosperity for all.
We knew it. It's Yadubutuga. For example, let me give you just, I'm sure you've forgotten, because in the heat of this, you kind of we will change some part of the economy into a 24-hour economy. Akaya.
Yeah,
there'll be a shift.
Shift for a 90.
You can't HR gap analysis or check a number of people. You have the camp for government workers. Civil service. In fact, we even calculated that if our plans had materialized, every year we will add about 250,000 people to the workforce. Such that by the time of our age, $1 million. So we knew that employment was an issue.
Okay.
It is still an issue. Yes, Manuel say, oh, they make a jagger. NPP won't manifesto. Unfortunately, my phone was the title book. A kind of worker will be how
consolidating the gains.
Okay. A kind of also be how airport or Kapusa. At once,
maybe or more.
Agenda 111 no what manifesto. Maybe so. I'm not know how to have. And was it in the manifesto?
COVID
was there before the elections.
No, but COVID, no.
Was the COVID there or it was not?
2019 and not COVID, but unity after elections.
Oh, it's not true.
Elections. No. COVID came 2020. COVID was there.
Yes.
COVID was there. Imagine call 2019. COVID was there.
And then my worry, some American, it looks like the man has lost his way. Name a merchant airport now.
Cape Coast.
How about Cape Coast?
Okay.
I'm telling them that they shouldn't give the design of those things to that man.
To who?
That man. I want the organ in that man.
Ajay.
AJ is pronounced AJ. Yes.
What's this? The other name?
David JJ.
David AJ.
Yes.
And associates.
Yes.
The BBA man.
Very well.
In NDC.
Yes.
Muko about one by your constitution. I was a California national chairman.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ebi muso amake come to your pamo. Maybe it's a cocoa and you do whole allotage cost. Some people are must suspend your hamo.
Say that again. It is important that I explain it properly. This a question of you.
But say cocoa and you do whole allotage cost. Some people have as I see no party no a to be gamon ade party no.
What exactly are you asking? That ye the
absence why you are more free
if you will. Oh, I don't remember me ka will be yaw. But why chairman of Foku or how NBB?
Okay.
I don't want anybody to think that you understand what I'm saying. What suspended? Did the NPP win 2016
they even won power?
Into question I wish I would understand.
Person which say free speech almost free speech na ABB
free speech
former flag
there are limits to free speech.
John
but remember hey it be some question na me to asem about odawa
Debbie that mama cheek
no there are limits to free speech particularly say you pay na why you pay na no how that's what I'm gonna say. Baby, I just say I pay 9. Yeah, because you can't afford a new Jinkumanambua. Maybe be able to be a never come. It is a can't be to cause a certain discontent. That's a watch once one. Man, you know, one person. There are rules that you must obey.
And if you're part of it, you obey the rules.
Thank you very much.
His name is Kakra Essamuah. Thank you for staying with us here. Your time as so you for commercial. Right after that, midfield action will come. Stay with Jolaka and his crew. My name is Oman Yodubache and the entire crew here. We say thank you. Bye bye.